Speaking of piles of hot brass, you write, the rifle is the most important component of a prepared citizen equipment package. A rifle is the tool of a soldier, and every healthy, law-abiding citizen needs to be a soldier. You can tell that's the critical part by the way the Democrats desperately want to ban assault rifles, in quotes. Because by banning, in quotes, assault rifles, they effectively ban citizen soldiers, which in turn has the effect of eventually banning citizens. It creates serfs. What they want is for America to be like Europe, full of obedient drones who occasionally grumble, but mostly anesthetize themselves watching the Eurovision Song Contest as they lose more and more of their rights. Our ruling class would love a situation where our cops arrest you for unlawful tweeting, like in formerly Great Britain.
Absolutely. I am a citizen, and to be a citizen requires that you take personal responsibility for your country. And one of those jobs is to defend it and to defend its constitution. And I think everybody should do that to the capability. I mean, handicapped or something, you would do it in different ways. But no, I watched civilization collapse in front of me during the Los Angeles riots. I was in law school. I'd been back from the Gulf War. I'd sold all my guns, so I didn't have any. Oh. And I'm in Pasadena, and I called my unit, which I had just joined. I said, "Are they going to mobilize?" Nah, they won't mobilize us. But I've been in the Army long enough to know I needed to pack, so I packed. And I drive. Then I get the call, and I drive into Inglewood, the middle of the ghetto, where my infantry unit was, 3rd Battalion, 160th Infantry, first on the street. And we, stuff was on fire. And it was crazy. I rolled up to a LAPD blockade. I'm in uniform. They were like, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to my unit." "Do you have a gun?" "No." "You sure you want to go?" "No." But, I got there, and everybody brought their own guns. And they were very well armed until we actually got ammunition, because, of course, in the genius of the military, it's easy to account for ammo if it's all in one place, at a dump, 300 miles away. But I saw civilization completely collapse overnight. This is, civilization is not self-executing, Jack. It requires you to defend it and you to support it. And you can't pick pieces out of it like we do by not prosecuting criminals. It's like that kids game, Jenga. You can only pull so many things out before it all collapses. And when it all collapses, then you got you and me. And if you and me have a rifle, at least within 300 meters in each direction, we've got control. And if everybody thinks like that, if everybody thinks, I appreciate the police, I appreciate the first responders, I appreciate the military, but I got a job too. I think every American should be able to use a weapon to defend himself, his family, his community, his constitution. I think every American should be able to do basic first aid, like stop the bleeding, clear an airway, that sort of thing, so they can take care of their fellow citizens. Citizenship cannot be a spectator sport. You're not really a citizen. And you're not a citizen in England. You are a subject. I mean, I'm watching Great Britain throw people in jail for yelling at a protest, yelling at cops. And I'm not for yelling at cops. But you know what? You got a right to yell at cops if you want to. Cops are government employees. If you don't like a cop, you got a right to tell him. And he shouldn't be able to arrest you. Yeah, you hit a cop, okay, different story. But, I don't want to be a slave. I'm too old to. My knees are too bad. I can't kneel. Yeah. I think we all need to. The people must retain the ability to balance out the government's force. A government with a monopoly on force is a government with a monopoly on power. I don't want the government to have power. I want the people of our country, our citizens, to have the power, which we lend to the government to do proper purposes. That's why I get a little freaked out. Somebody went, Colonel Kurt Schlichter. No. They gave me that eagle. They lended me that eagle, that power to do a specific job. It's not me, okay? And it's not the government that has a right or power. Government gets power given to it by us to do specific purposes and no more. And the idea that each citizen is independent, it's an important, our leaders should remember that. I am here because they're letting me be here. I'm here to do a job for them, including maybe the ones who don't agree with me. And if I get bad enough, they've got the capability to say, get out if they have to. And we haven't had to do that in 250 years. I hope we never have to. But we always need that capability, because as we have seen, governments will take power to the extent that they can. It is human nature. And, as the Romans, our founders, power must be balanced. Power must be balanced within the system. And the system in America requires armed citizens.
I think the preface to my first book, I end with the lines, something along the lines of, we are citizens, not subjects, and we must remain ever vigilant that we remain so.
Bingo.
I finished it with
Perfectly stated.
Oh, yeah. It used to have to be self-reliant. You used to have to be good with a weapon to defend yourself, your family, your tribe, procure food, all these things. And now you don't have to do that.
People think they don't have to do that because they think human nature has changed.
Right.
And some of the facts have changed. But the thing is, what we have in America, this, it's an exception. Mm-hmm. If you're in Iraq, you better have a rifle, because that guy from the other tribe may come and kill you or take your wife or God knows what. We managed to go a little further. I like the fact that I don't have to shoot it out every day. That's what we want to reach. But I also like the fact that, if everything went to hell, I could shoot it out.